also the chairperson of the audit committee for ZACC.
All right. What is the aim of this workshop?
The aim of this workshop is to ensure that we give them tools to be able to put in place measures to prevent, combat and eradicate corruption and all forms of abuse of office by those that hold political and public office in the institutions. So what we want to do is to institutionalize the prevention of corruption by enhancing personal integrity and promoting accountability for all institutions. We believe that where there's good governance and strong institutions, there is limited opportunity for corruption. But at the moment, the reason we've decided to bring this program to this part of the country is because we've met, so far we've met all the rural district councils in the other provinces except for Matabeleland South and North. We are putting across to them the need to formulate integrity policies as well as integrity strategies and establish integrity committees. These are the tools for which they can be able to formulate policies that then prevent corruption. As integrity increases, corruption decreases in any institution. So that is the ethos of this meeting. We observed that a number of public officials have been arrested, in particular council officers as well as some councillors. And the reason they've been arrested in most cases is due to procurement, fraud in recruitment, as well as in sale of stands. So we believe that if they can address complaints that emanate from the public in the areas where they reside, they will be able to deal with those complaints and reduce the number of complaints that come to ZACC. Because according to section 255D of the Constitution, ZACC has to receive all complaints that the public bring. And those complaints in some cases arise due to mismanagement, due to incompetence, and due to sometimes not necessarily corruption. But as ZACC we have no choice but to investigate those cases. So we want to empower them, to equip the councils to be able to carry out internal self-assessment by way of carrying out compliance checks internally, as well as then proposing the right policies and systems and control.
Kuqakatheke kakhulu ngoba kuyasiyenza sizwisisise ukuthi ubugwelegwele buyayenzakala phakathi kwani kwe-counseling. Ma kusenzakala phakathi kwe-counseling mhlawumbe okunye liyabe lingakunanzeleli ukuthi kuwena le into yenzakala lapha kuyini, but ngendlela esifunda ngayo lapha nginanzelela ukuthi kona kuba lula ukuthi sikunanzelele masinyane. Lama mistakes yethu thina masi dinga abantu laba ukuthi abuye omunye azokuba yilokhu omunye azokuba lokhu khona lapha ku e-counseling laphana izisebenzi siyabe singananzeleli ukuthi abanye abantu babe benjani ngoba siyabe singakwazi, but abuye basebecina besenza ubugwelegwele phakathi kwe-counseling. So now ngibona ngani indlela abasifundise ngayo la nginanzelela ukuthi kulula ke ukuthi sibone ubugwelegwele lo.
Kuqakathekile amakhansili onke adlule kulokhu silisane le-corruption eZimbabwe.
Yeah, kuqakatheke kakhulu ngoba once besala amanye ama-councillors ubugwelegwele lobu i-corruption liyasuziphela, but ma kungagijima konke ama-councillors ngibona ngani ubugwelegwele buzaphela.
So kade sisinanzelela ukuthi sihamba kuma-elections angithi kuyangena ama-councillors amasha. So into le liyaqhuquzela yini ukuthi wonke ukhansela ongena esikhundleni ayifundiswe abekwazi?
Right, yiyo into esiyifunayo ukuthi kathesi lanxa ukuthi abanye bakufundile but laba abatsha abangenayo abakwazi. So kuzamele ukuthi khona ma bengena after ama-elections babe khona bafundiswe